Warp is managing multiple real development tasks simultaneously across parallel windows, and now all tasks are complete. Is coding still relevant? Surprisingly, yes, and you can't just replace every developer with no-code tools or codeless warriors. There are still things only real devs understand, things AI just can't fully handle on its own. And that brings us to prompt-based coding, where instead of writing raw syntax, you describe text in natural language. But there's a big difference between prompt-based coders and vibe coders. Prompt-based coders understand what the code does under the hood. They use AI to speed things up, generate a React component, scaffold a project, but they can still read, edit, and fix the output. Vibe coders, on the other hand, they don't actually know how to code. They rely 100% on AI, blindly copy-pasting code, and have no clue what it does or how to fix it when it breaks. And yeah, that might be fine for simple one-pagers or hobby projects, but when you're building serious production-grade software, you need real tools for real developers, which brings me to Warp 2.0. Let's talk about it. Let's dive deep. Think of Warp this way. If a terminal, an IDE, and an AI agent had a baby, that baby would be Warp. Warp isn't just a terminal, it's the first ADE, Agentic Development Environment. It combines the raw power of a terminal, the smart editing of an IDE, and the intelligence of multi-agent AI systems. You get a clean UI, intelligent code support, agent rules, and full control over what's happening. And today, I'm going to show you what that looks like by setting up a full dev environment from scratch using just Warp and plain English prompts. So first I'm registering on Warp, download the app, and I can now use the tool. Super minimal, just one input field, clean and fast. I actually found Warp while browsing the terminal bench leaderboard. It ranked above Claude Code and everything else, so naturally I had to try it. I'm on a new machine and I am prepping it to work on a full stack Java-based construction app I'm building. First time setup. Let's see if Warp can handle the entire stack for me. Let's start with Java 8. Install Java 8. I ask Warp to install it. It kicks off the process. I type Y to accept the terms and click Run. Now it's using the Windows Package Manager, Winget, to install Amazon Corretto 8, a free production-ready version of Java 8 maintained by Amazon. I'll initiate a few install tasks in parallel. Plus icon. I just clicked on the plus icon. Install Maven for Spring Boot. Open another window and install MySQL Workbench and also Lombok, a Java annotation tool that reduces boilerplate code. While that's happening, I'll open another Warp window and show you something else. Bottom left corner, you can switch between agent mode, terminal mode, and auto detection. So far, we've been using agent mode, but you can also use this tool as a traditional terminal. Winget install oracle.java runtime environment. Warp's agent is starting the install, and just like that, the entire Java development stack is installed. Now let's go a level deeper. Real coding. Warp has some powerful coding features I want to highlight. I'm going to ask Warp to generate the backend structure for my app's materials module, including routes, service logic, and a basic CRUD interface. Create a full Spring Boot backend for a materials module with REST endpoints, service layer, JPA entity, and repository. Warp instantly starts building, but it's not just scaffolding boilerplate, it actually understands the stack. You can see it creating the project directory and generating a complete Maven pom.xml .xml file. It sets up the Spring Boot parent config, artifact metadata, and dependencies automatically. Apply changes. The agent is working. At this point, it has scaffolded the full backend, project structure, pom.xml, and main Spring Boot application class. It also set up the source folders for entities, services, repositories, controllers, and DTOs. I'll let the agent handle the rest. Clicking this icon here will auto-approve all agent actions for this task, so don't need to manually confirm every step. The backend is complete. Warp generated a full production-ready Spring Boot backend for the materials module. It created all necessary directories and classes, implemented a clean, layered architecture with entities, DTOs, repositories, services, and controllers. It includes full CRUD operations, advanced filtering, utility endpoints, input validation, login, error handling, sample data, and complete API documentation, ready to run out of the box. Now let's test it. I ask Warp to generate the unit test suite for the controller layer. Write JUnit 5 test for materials service and integration test for materials controller using Spring Boot test. Include get, post, put, delete requests, and mock the repository. Before I hit enter, note that I'm using Claude 4 Sonnet as my default LLM. You can switch models manually, but I'll stick with Claude 4 for now. I think it's the best option at the moment. Enter. The agent updates the pom.xml with test dependencies. It generates unit tests for material service, then integration tests for material controller. The agent fixes errors as they come up, sets up a testing environment, mocks services, and even creates a testing.md file with clear instructions on how to run the tests. All done. Warp successfully created a complete JUnit 5 test suite with unit tests for the service and controller layers, integration tests using an in-memory H2 database, and a one-command MVN test setup. Right now, the app has CRUD, but real apps need logic, so let's go deeper and implement business rules. I'll ask Warp to add logic to the service layer, for example, flagging materials for reorder when stock is low. While that task runs, I'll kick off another prompt, run. Now I've got two tasks running in parallel. Let's add a few more. Business logic, run. API documentation, run. Security, run. I've added 3 more coding tasks. 1 agent handles business logic, 1 documents the API, and 1 secures it with API key authentication, all running independently. Warp is managing multiple real development tasks simultaneously across parallel windows. And now all tasks are complete. Warp installed my full Java dev environment, generating a full Spring Boot backend with clean architecture, and created a complete JUnit 5 test suite. On top of that, it added actual logic like low stock flagging, input validation, detailed error handling, open API documentation, and security, all in parallel. That's the real power of Warp. It's not just a terminal, it's a capable development environment. Warp 2.0 is easily one of the most productive dev tools I've used. It's not just fast, it is smart. And I'm not the only one saying that. Warp ranked #1 on Terminal Bench, scored 71% on SWE Bench Verified, and outperformed tools like Claude Code, Codex, and Gemini CLI.
Pretty wild.
But it's not about the benchmarks, it's about how Warp works. It selects the best model for the job, runs slower in the stack, and gives you control over long-running tasks, full-screen apps, and local system changes. Something most IDEs and CLI tools can't touch. You can run multiple agents, switch between models, edit code inline, onboard onto large code bases, automate full workflows, and deploy production features, all by prompt. That's why Warp is trusted by teams at Netflix, Slack, Amazon, and over half of Fortune 500 engineering orgs. You can try it for free, and if you want the pro plan, it's $15 a month. The best plan is, of course, Warp's Lightspeed plan, which includes a wide range of features for true professionals in the field. Use my link and code in the description to get this tool for just $5 a month for your first month. Go test it, push it. Let me know what you build in the comments. That's it for now. I'll talk to you soon. Ivan KV out.